Hi students, myself Payal Christie and you can subscribe my channel on YouTube for more videos. And today we are going to continue with Standard 12th Commerce subject English from chapter number 4 Red Trap from Flamingo book written by Selma Lagerlof part 3. Dear students, in second part we saw that the red trap seller he went to Ramsjo shelter, Ramsjo iron mill for shelter, and then he just sleeps over there. And after some time, the owner of that Ramsjo iron mill he comes there and he sees this red trap seller. And when he just examines him from very near, he feels that he is his old regimental friend, Niels Olof. And this much we have seen in our second session. Now let's see what is further. Yes, God knows things have gone downhill with me. So now when he meets this red trap seller, he feels that he is his old friend Niels Olof. And seeing the condition, as we know that the red trap seller, he was very poor and his clothes were rags. Rags means torn and untidy. So when he looks at him, okay, he feels that he is in very bad condition. So the red trap seller says, yes, God knows things have gone downhill with me. Downhill means what? Means a bad condition. This red trap, he is just now at present in a very bad situation. And second thing, this red trap also did not give him his original identity, that he was not his friend Niels Olof, but he was a red trap seller, because he thought that he may get some money from this iron master. So that's why he said, yes, God knows things have gone down with me. You should not have resigned from the regiment, said the iron master. So now this iron master says that you would have not resigned from your job. Regiment means what here? Regiment means army. So he says that you would have not resigned from your army, said the iron master, and that is the reason that you are in the bad condition at present. That was the mistake. Now he says that was the mistake, that you resigned from your army. If only I had still been in the service at that time, it never would have happened. So the iron master said that if I would be there during your this resignation, I would have not allowed you to give the resignation, and this thing would have never happened. Means you would be not in a bad condition today if you would have not resigned your job, and if I would be there, I would have not allowed you to give the resignation. Well, now of course you will come home with me. Now what the iron master says, that you will come with me at my home, to go along up to the Manor's house. Manor's house here, that is the name given to the iron master's house. So to go along up to the Manor house and be received by the owner like an old regimental comrade. That however did not please the tramp. Now dear students, here tramp, peddler, red trap, that are the different words they are used for this red trap. So don't be mistaken with this thing. Now this red trap, what he thinks, that to go along up to Manor house. Manor house means the iron master's house, and be received by the owner like an old regimental comrade, and to receive or welcome like an old regimental comrade. Regimental means the one who works in the army, and comrade means a friend. That however did not please the tramp, means he was not happy to go with the iron master to his house, because he was under impression that if he goes to his house, he might be caught. No, I couldn't think of it, he said, looking quite alarmed. Now he was very much alarmed, cautious. He said, no, I couldn't think of it. Means he says that I cannot come to your house. Now, dear students, why he was not willing to go to the ironmaster's house? Why? Because first of all, he was in the army, and we know that the red trap seller, he had stolen 30 kranor from that old man's cottage. First thing was that, and second thing, he had hidden his identity as a thief, and he had not disclosed this thing that he was not his old friend Nils Olof who was working with him, and that's why he was not willing to go to Ironmaster's house. To go up to the manor house would be like throwing himself voluntarily into the lion's den, and that's why he thought that if I will go to the manor's house, to the ironmaster's house, that would be like throwing willingly. Voluntarily means willingly into the lion's den. Lion's den means it would be a danger for this red trap seller. He only wanted a chance to sleep here in the forge and then sneak away inconspicuously as possible. Now, what was his aim? That he just wanted to sleep here in the iron mill and then sneak away. Sneak away means just to move away as inconspicuously. Now, what is the meaning of inconspicuously? Means just to run away from there without anybody's notice or quietly. So he just wanted to go away from there. The ironmaster assumed that he felt embarrassed because of his miserable clothing. Now, when this red trap seller, when he denied to go to the ironmaster's house, so this ironmaster, he thought that he didn't wanted to come to his house. Why? Because he was embarrassed. Embarrassed means was feeling ashamed because of his miserable clothing. Because we know how his clothes were. They were dirty, torn like rags, and that's why he was ashamed to go with him. Please don't think that I have such a fine home that you cannot show yourself there. So now the ironmaster tells that you don't think that I am a very rich person or I have a very fine home, means a very beautiful home, that you cannot show yourself there, means you cannot come there. He said Elizabeth is there. Now who is Elizabeth here? She is ironmaster's wife. So the ironmaster says that Elizabeth is dead, as you may already have heard, means you might have got the news about her. My boys are abroad. So the ironmaster said that his boys, they were abroad, and there is only one at home except my oldest daughter and myself. So he says that my daughter and myself, we both are only living in the house. We are just saying that it was too bad we didn't have any company for Christmas. So now this ironmaster and his daughter, they both were only there in the house, and they were feeling very bad because now Christmas was coming and they didn't had any other company to celebrate Christmas. Now come along with me and help us make the Christmas food disappear a little faster. So now this ironmaster is telling to the peddler that please come and visit my house and let the Christmas food disappear a little faster, means have the Christmas food with us. So at least you will also eat this Christmas food and it will disappear faster. But the stranger said no and again no, and the ironmaster saw that he must give in. So now the stranger, he was not ready, willing to go to the ironmaster's house. So every time he said no and no and no, and so the ironmaster gave up. Okay, give up means agreed to what the peddler said. He said, okay, if you don't want to come to my house, it's okay. He agreed with that. It looks as though Captain Von Stale preferred to stay with you tonight, stern storm. So now what he says, Captain Von Stale. Now say this Captain Von Stale is a name that the ironmaster is addressing to the peddler, whom he thinks he is his regimental friend. Now dear students, don't get confused here. This is Captain Von Stale and Niels Olof. He is the one person only, the same person who is Iron Master's regimental friend. So he says that he doesn't prefer, means he is not willing to stay with us tonight, and he wants to stay with Stern Storm. Who is this Stern Storm? He's the that master, that blacksmith, okay, who was there in the forge, and this is his name. And he turned on his heels, means the Iron Master turned to go back to his home. But he laughed at himself as he went away. So now as he moves away, what happens? That he just laughed. And the blacksmith who knew him, now the blacksmith was very much familiar with Iron Master's nature. So the blacksmith understood very well that he had not said his last word. So now this blacksmith, he understood that he has not said his last year, means if he is not able to or convinced to take his friend home, he would definitely send someone else, okay, to take him. So these were not his last year words, and that was very well known by the blacksmith. It was not more than half an hour before they heard the sound of the carriage wheels outside the forge. Now it was not even hardly half an hour. This red trap seller and the blacksmith and his helper, those who were sitting inside the forge, they heard the sound of the carriage wheels, and a new guest came in, but this time it was not the Iron Master. Now one new guest arrives, and he was not the Iron Master. He had sent his daughter, uh, apparently hoping that she would have a better powers of persuasion than himself. Now this time who had arrived? The Iron Master had sent his daughter, hoping that she would have better powers of persuasion. Now what is the meaning of persuasion? Ability to convince people. So Iron Master thought that his daughter, she had a ability, very great ability to convince people. So that's why this Iron Master, he had sent his daughter to convince this red trap to come to visit their home. She entered followed by a valet. Now what is the meaning of valet here? Means her attendant or helper. Now she is entering the forge, okay, with her valet, carrying on his arm a big fur coat. Now this attendant, he had just carried a big fur coat for this red trap seller. She was not at all pretty, but seemed modest and quite shy. Means she was not a very pretty girl. Now modest means not even very showing off, thinking that she was the daughter of this the owner of the iron mill. So she was very modest, okay, not very showing off, and quite shy. Her nature was shy. In the forge, everything was just as it has been earlier in the evening. So we have even seen the description of the forge in the second part, and everything was just like earlier in the evening, means the different activities that was going on in the forge was the same. The master blacksmith and his apprentice. Apprentice here means a person who is learning a job or a helper. So here the master blacksmith and his apprentice still sat on their bench. They were sitting on the bench, and the iron and charcoal still glowed in the furnace, and the iron and charcoal, they were still glowing, burning in the furnace to melt the iron. The stranger had stretched himself out on the floor and lay with a piece of pig iron under his head and his hat pulled down over his eyes. Now the stranger, who is the stranger? The peddler. He had stretched himself, means he had just stretched his body out on the floor. He was sleeping on the floor with a piece of pig iron under his head. Now he has just put the pig iron under his head as a pillow and his head pulled down over his eyes. He has just kept his head under his eyes. As soon as the young girl caught sight of him means saw the peddler, she went up and lifted his head. Now what she did, she went there and she lifted his head. The man was evidently used to sleeping with one eye open, means this was his habit, that he used to always sleep with one eye open. He jumped up abruptly and seemed to be quite frightened. Now as he saw this girl, he was very much frightened and he's just jumped up from his sleep. My name is Edla Wilmanson. Now this is, just remember this name, dear students. What was that girl's name? What was the name of the Iron Man's daughter? Edla Wilmanson, said the young girl. My father came home and said that you wanted to sleep here in the forge tonight. And then I asked permission to come and bring you home to us. Now she is telling that my father, he came home and he told that my friend wanted to sleep here in the forge tonight. So that's why I took my father's permission and came here to take you home. I am so sorry, Captain, that you are having such a hard time. Now she is also addressing this red trap seller as a captain. Okay, now Captain Von Stale, she addressed him this thing with this name. Why? Because she thought that this peddler was his father's old regimental friend, and that's why she is addressing with the name Captain Von Stale. And she is also telling that you are having such a hard time. Hard time means a very bad time. She looked at him compassionately. Now, what is the meaning of compassionately? To have an understanding and love for others with her heavy eyes. And then she noticed that the man was afraid. So, after looking at this tramp, she noticed that he was afraid. Either he has stolen something or else he escaped from jail. Now, she thought that either this man might have stolen something or else he has escaped from jail, she thought, and added quickly, you may be sure, Captain, that you will be allowed to leave us just as freely as you came. Now what she is telling, that you come at my home and you are free to go, to leave the house whenever you wish. Only please stay with us over Christmas Eve. Now what Edla is telling? Edla is telling that I am just asking you to stay with us over Christmas Eve. Now as I told you before also, Christmas Eve is a day before Christmas. She said this in such a friendly manner that the red trap peddler must have felt confidence in her. So she told this thing in a very friendly manner, and that's why this red trap seller he might have felt confidence in her, means this red trap peddler, he could trust Edla. It would never have occurred to me that you would bother with me yourself, miss, he said. I will come at once. Now this red trap seller, he says that since you have come here, you have taken lot of pain to just come here to invite me at your house. So now he says that I cannot deny, so I will come at once. He accepted the fur coat which the valet handed him with a deep bow. Bow means a respect. Threw it over his rags and followed the young lady out to the carriage without granting the astonished blacksmith so much at a glance. Now what this tramp is doing, he is accepting the fur coat and he has just wore it on his rag clothes, and then he goes with Edla to her house. But while he was riding up to the manor's house, he had evil forebodings. Now what do you mean by evil forebodings? Means evil thoughts that came in his mind. What were the evil thoughts? The first thing, that he might be caught and sent to jail, as he have stolen 30 kronor from that old man's house. And second thing, he had hide his identity as a red trap seller, as a thief, and not the Iron Man's friend. So that thing also was his fault, that he has hidden his identity and he had not told the truth, that he was not his friend. Why the devil did I take that fellow's money? Now this thing comes in his mind, that why the devil means this bad idea came in my mind, that I have stolen that fellow's means that old man's money, he thought. Now I am sitting in a trap and will never get out of it. Now he thinks that I am sitting in a trap. Why he is sitting in a trap? Because now he is going to the iron master's house and he is under impression, or he is afraid that he might be caught if they will come to know about his originality. The next day was Christmas Eve, and when the ironmaster came into the dining room for breakfast, he probably thought with satisfaction of his old regimental comrade. Comrade means friend, whom he had run across so unexpectedly. So the next day was the Christmas Eve, and when this ironmaster he comes for his breakfast, he thought with satisfaction about his regimental friend whom he had run across so unexpectedly, means whom he had met unexpectedly. First of all, we must see to it that he gets a little flesh on his bones. Now, what this ironmaster he tells to Edla, that first of all, we should take care that he gets a little flesh on his bones. Flesh on his bones means to make him healthy. As we know that the rat trap seller, he was very thin, suffering from malnutrition. So the ironmaster says that first of all, we should give him a very healthy food, and just to get a little flesh on his bones means to make him healthy. And then we must see that he gets something else to do than to run around the country selling rat traps. So the another thing he tells to Edla, that second thing we should do something for him, means we should give him some help him to get some other job other than to run around the country, means this rat trap seller is moving around the country selling the rat traps, and they could make out that he was a rat trap seller. Why? Because this peddler he had many rat traps with him. So these two thoughts that had come in ironmaster's mind. So thanks for watching the video, and our third part gets over, and we shall continue with the fourth part in my next session. Bye and have a nice day.